what I'm saying is that even way before the curse, there was a scene before that whole scene that it was still heavy for someone to pick it up. I really think that.
Nope, it was. Anybody can lift it up. Anybody can, and it's not even heavy.
I still think though. No.
Oh, I need my phone.
It's on the couch. I should have brought it.
I already played. I already hit recording.
Yeah, the brother forgot his phone. Well, good morning, good evening, and good whatever day it is for you, wherever you at, wherever you are. Thank you for tuning in to the Maximum Filipino Show. Horrible introduction, but it works. See, the brother's back with his phone. So, how you doing? You don't have to answer that question, but thank you for trying. And he is back.
All right. Well, thank you for listening and watching to your favorite podcast. This is the Maximum Filipino Show. I'm here with Wakka. Yeah. We're doing What If, episode 7. Episode 7. This is episode 7. What If, episode 7. And this What If kind of makes it, not kind of, but it makes sense because, and if you've been watching our episodes, you know my rant and my problems with What If. And
you kind of already understand his thinking now.
Dilemma.
Yeah.
My dilemma that I understand the what ifs and how they works, but some of them just doesn't make any sense. How
very far-fetched.
Yeah, how the nexus starts. But with this one, it makes sense. What if the start of the what if is what if Odin returned Loki to the frost giants instead of keeping him?
Yeah.
What would have happened?
Thor being the only son.
Yeah. So keeping Thor as the only son, what would have happened to him? And it balanced it out. If you watch the episode, if you haven't seen the episode and you're listening and watching this podcast, if you don't want a spoiler, then you probably should pause this video and watch the show. If you don't care, then yeah, come join us as we talk about this episode.
Yeah. So
the episode, the Watcher explained that Loki balanced out Thor, how he became who he is in our own timeline. But because there's no Loki, he became more
like some college frat.
Pretty much like a college. It's a party.
Yeah, he was
Thor.
just a party guy. He was just all about fun. It was a fun episode.
Yeah, but I think it's not just because of Loki, but because of Odin.
Oh yeah, because Odin went to his eternal sleep or something like that.
No, not that. But I think we saw a more lenient Odin here than the strict Odin in our own timeline.
Wasn't he more lenient then after conquering all the 9 realms?
No, because he told him multiple times not to go to some areas and not conquer them. Remember? That's why he cursed him in the first place. Yeah.
Well, I guess the mom took that role. You think?
No, the mom, because the mom has always been the mom. I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, she was pretty happy in the sense where she got her lady time when her husband went to.
I bet you that's exactly what she does every time Odin goes to his Odin sleep. But
right.
I think the reason why Thor became Thor, it's not just because of Loki being gone, but more so of
he had a father figure.
Odin not disappearing, but giving him more leeway on doing whatever he wants to do. Letting him do whatever he wants to do.
Yeah, even though I know that this Thor seems more the very more possible way of becoming. I think they went a little bit extra with this whole party hard life, because man, he got the whole world or the whole 9 realms into his whole party.
Yeah, and it's not just the 9 realms. It's more of the other people in our realm. You know what I mean? Like, cause in the 9 realms, who did he invite? Like, he had the Frost Giants.
The Frost Giants. I think, in a way, I think this Thor really was very friendly to everybody. Like, there was no war at all in the sense.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, there's. I mean, you have the Crow still alive. You have
Scroll
alive, and what's the name of the wannabe thing? The Rock guy.
Oh,
I forgot his name already.
Shoot, what's his name?
Well, that dude.
Krug.
That's it. That's right. Krug. Yeah. And then you have all like enemies who meant to be enemies to one another. I'm like, what's her name? Was there Nobius? Nebula. All these people should have been enemies, but somehow Thor, with his whole happy-go-lucky, his charming college exciting guy, was able to make everyone one. Even the Frost Giants were, I mean, they're supposedly enemies as well. They were all like friendly, but I guess it's because of his party life.
The Frost Giants started because of Odin.
Well, yeah, true. But remember that
because the enemy of the Asgardians are the Frost Giants.
Exactly. The Asgardians, typically the Jotunheim people, are the enemies. They're nemesis. They're like water and oil. And somehow in this episode they became at peace because they did not take Loki. Yeah.
And we saw the clip where when Odin returned Loki, he was smiling and they were friends and they were having fun.
Right.
So yeah.
I guess it makes sense when you say he's very lenient. He was even willing to offer. But that also plays on the giant.
So maybe it's not even. It's probably not even Thor who's friends with all these people. It's probably Odin.
Yeah, Odin made a more peaceful way compared to him and Hela, or Hel.
Hela.
Compared to him and Hela, how they went to go conquering all 9 realms. I think this version of Odin was more of a peacemaker.
Yeah, so the what if in this one is not necessarily Thor. It's more of Odin.
Well, we don't know. We're just only speculating based on that simple clip.
Because remember, okay, here's my thing. He was surprised about the scroll changing forms to a different look. So it's potentially he never met him.
That's true. I wonder who invited them then.
I think it's because of the whole Odin thing. And then the news just got scattered all over the place, and now we have a party in Midgard.
And apparently one planet that he didn't want to admit, a planet died because of going too hard in the party.
Yeah, that's probably one of the reasons why too a lot of people came there, because this is not the first time he has done it. He has been partying, all the time. So it's like he has these people in speed dial.
Right?
Yeah.
It was awesome.
He had all the people in speed dial.
I mean, even the Raiders, the ships were there, but the Raiders were there. Even the group from, not all of them, but group from Guardians of the Galaxy were there. Yeah, you saw
Rocket Raccoon and Drax. That's it.
Drax, Nebula, and I thought there was one more.
Oh, Mantis. Mantis was there.
Okay, Mantis. Yeah, there was a lot of people. He was really friendly to. Oh, even the brothers were there. Well, maybe not the brothers. Just the one that.
Oh, it's just the Grandmaster.
Yeah, the Grandmaster.
Yeah.
Grandmaster was there. Who else do you see that?
Howard the Duck was there.
Howard the Duck really played, a role here. He played more this time.
Yeah.
Aside from just being a guide in the last episode, he actually married somebody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, by Elvis. So let's talk about this episode. Some of the things that I noticed. Did my phone die? Okay, I thought it died. It's in 3%, 2%.
Oh wow.
So we saw the gauntlet again with the stones. We saw this in the first time we saw it was Iron Man, the first Iron Man, the first Thor, when the dark elves, the frost giants went in there to grab the whatever frost thing they have, and then we see in the background is the gauntlet. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
right? The Infinity Gauntlet. But in Thor Ragnarok, Hela said that's fake. You know what I mean? That it's fake. So it's funny that this what if they could have chose not to show it, but they showed it.
Another person that was not there, because I guess they really went with peace with them. The guy from, if I remember the name right, if I don't botch it, Mjolnirheim, the firehead dude.
Oh, Surtur.
Yeah,
Surtur.
I forgot what his realm was, but he was there too.
I thought it was Alfenheim.
No, he's the volcano. I forgot the volcano one.
I thought it was Alfenheim. No, Alfenheim was the
dark elves, the dark and the light elves.
Oh, okay. What was it?
It starts with an M. Muspelheim. There you go.
Muspelheim. That's right. It
Muspelheim.
was Muspelheim. Yeah. So yeah, they have Surtur in there.
Yeah. What I mean, the reason why I mentioned him is because when they defeated Surtur before, his helmet was there. Wasn't it there on the first?
That was just in Thor Ragnarok.
Really?
Yeah, that was in Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, you might be right, because he was trying to stop Ragnarok.
Yeah, because the very first beginning of Thor Ragnarok was him hold on.
Sorry, I did it again.
Him hanging on chains upside down and having that comedic thing of turning around. It's like, hold on, give me a second.
I remember. You're right.
And then he got away from the chain and then killed him.
Correct. I remember now.
That was just the beginning of the Thor Ragnarok. Some of the things that I noticed too is his hair is still glorious, just like what if episode 3? I think it's episode 3. Yeah, when Hank Pym killing all the Avengers.
Yeah, yep. He didn't have his beard or his mustache.
No, he didn't.
He was too clean. He was really a college-looking face.
Yeah. And then, of course, Howard the Duck was there, and you mentioned that he had more lines in here. I feel like they're pushing Howard the Duck more, because I think it's either they're trying to make a spin-off, a show of Howard the Duck, and testing the water if people would like to have a Howard the Duck show or movie, or they're not planning to have a Howard the Duck movie, and this is it. This is all you're gonna get from him.
I think this is it.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. Like I said, they showed him in here. They showed him in, of course, the original Guardians of the Galaxy, and then they showed him. Where did they show him again? It was T'Challa's Star-Lord. They showed him there.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yes. You're talking about What If? Okay. And they showed him. And can you not use one of your things as a charger to your computer?
No, my charger's outside. It's okay.
But there was him. Of course, we mentioned earlier the Cruel
Skrull.
Krug. Is it Krug?
Yeah.
Okay, Krug, and then the Skrulls. Did you see any
of
the...
No, not Krug. Korg.
Korg, that's it.
Korg, yeah.
Korg, the Skrulls, and who were the Skrulls' enemy?
That was the Captain Marvel movie.
I guess they weren't
Which
there because I
Captain
didn't
Marvel
see
was
him.
there too.
Yeah, Captain Marvel was there. She played a more legitimate role, in a sense where this is like a Superman and what's his name? Zerg. Is it Zerg? No, General Zod. Like a General Zod versus Superman fighting each other, but it's not those two.
No, that's not even close. It's not even close. I like Thor, but there's no way Thor would win against Captain Marvel. There's no way. It's not the fight wouldn't even be close.
According to what they were saying, that Captain Marvel wasn't giving her all.
I know, that's what I'm saying, because Superman and Zod, if you're comparing between the two,
I'm talking about the battle scene, just battle scenes, the battle fight. But then again, it's not, because the way she knocked Thor out, she knocked him across the country versus Superman beating him up, hitting him from one building to another.
Yeah,
so I guess they
just destroyed Metropolis.
Yeah, Metropolis.
Yeah, they just destroyed Metropolis.
Yeah,
or New York. They just destroyed New York.
And for them too, they went from country to country. So yeah, you're right. My bad. I take it back what I said. I'm just saying the fights were somewhat similar, but then now I realize it's not. But though, Captain Marvel played a little bit more. We didn't see her superpowers where she's blowing up ships and all. This is like a real fight. Like she socked him, kicked him, and Thor taking the punches.
So the between those two fights, there's no way Thor could have won that. It's still like there's no way, because first of all, his ability, yes, he's the god of thunder and he has Mjolnir, but Captain Marvel is a stone. It's literally Infinity Stone. That's her ability.
Oh, it's just like a percentage of it.
But still an infinite. No, yeah. we never know if it's just a percentage.
She might be like an exact replica of it.
Yeah, because she got not influence, but she absorbed some of the Tesseract. But we never know. We don't know how much of that Tesseract she has, or if it's the full thing, but it's expanding. But all we know is she has Tesseract, and she has an Infinity Stone. With that said, there's no way Thor would have won. There's no way.
Well, she was holding her punches according to her little meeting with what's her name, the assistants. Plus, I felt bad for Director Fury where he got knocked out by Korg.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. What else? Oh, the two of the. I think it can be a plot hole. Maybe not. Maybe yes. Maybe no. The first one was when Thor and what's the name of the girl? Not Mary Jane. Is it Mary Jane?
Mary Jane? No, it's not Mary Jane. You talking about his girlfriend?
Jane.
Yeah, it's Jane.
Okay. They got married, or I don't know if they got married. They hooked up.
Yeah.
And they both got tattoos, matching tattoos.
Yeah, one's science, one's magic.
Right, for a god like him and his body, because it was explained on the Endgame that his body is I don't know if you remember in Endgame, after their ship, not Endgame, Infinity War, after their ship blew up, Guardians of the Galaxy picked him up, right? Mm-hmm. And then Gamora, or all of them, were explaining how her marvelous his body, because he has the body of a god, like literally a god. What kind of needle can penetrate his skin? Like the punches of a Infinity Stone character cannot even make him bleed. How much more for
a tattoo?
A needle.
What kind of needle was it? A godly one, I guess.
Well, if it's a godly one, then that would have killed Jane.
Of all the things that you picked up, you picked that one up?
Yeah,
I mean, it's legitimate, but...
I mean, it's true. Like, what kind of needle it could be, and they continued it. Like, the whole thing was a continuation, because they kept the tattoo with him all throughout you know. I mean, it would have made sense to me if it's just a henna. You know what I mean? Like, it's not really. There's no needle involved.
Right.
But it's a legitimate tattoo.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting, and Howard marrying to the other professor. What's her name?
I forgot her name.
Yeah, and they kept her look. I could tell by looking at her, she looked like the real life character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jane, I don't know. I can't remember who the actor was. Do you know?
Hold on, I'm trying to think of the other plot. Loop. Plot twist.
hole.
Yeah, plot hole. The other celebrity was. Shoot, what's her name? She's in Star Wars. Crap. No, can't do that. I forgot her name. I completely forgot. But the other plot hole was with what was the other plot hole? Crap.
He's still thinking about it.
I had the other plot hole.
Well, he can still think about it. I really enjoyed this.
I know, because I was about
fun.
to say it, and then you said something about Howard the Duck and the other girl.
Oh, my bad.
So I freaking lost it.
I'm so sorry.
Because I was in the train of thought. I said I have 2 plot holes, and then you cut me off in the first one, so now it's gone.
Yeah. Okay, I really need to stop that. My bad. Sorry
No,
for the
it's
listeners.
okay. I remember it. I'll remember it.
Yeah, you'll eventually remember it.
Yeah, after the pod.
After the pod.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this episode. It was pretty fun. It was fun. Let's see. What else did I like?
Oh, there you go. The other plot hole. The other plot hole is because there's no Loki, and because we can tell that, or I guess we can say that Odin is a more lenient and more kind Odin.
Yeah.
There's no way. And third, Thor wasn't conquering the 9 realms and fighting other people, monsters or whatever it is, conquering 9 realms. There's no possible way that Odin cursed or blessed the Mjolnir.
No.
So why did he do that with Captain Marvel? Captain Marvel could have still, lifted the Mjolnir with no problems.
No, in the first movie, Thor of the movie, they still had it difficult for anyone to lift it up.
Yeah, it's not in What If, not in this episode. They never showed that scene.
That's true, but I'm just saying. I thought about that, and I was like, wait.
Because remember the reason why it was cursed or blessed, because what?
Because Thor.
Because Thor is what?
Was being a turd. Yeah, I mean, what's his name? Odin just basically punished his kids, like.
Yeah, but for what reason? He can't just be punished him just because.
Disobedience, ignorance. I forgot what he did.
So he was disobeying Odin.
That's right. I remember now. He disobeyed Odin by going and attacking the frost giants because of a whole plot between Loki and whatever they did to try to steal that whole thing. I remember now.
Yes. So now, because there was a truce, or the relationship between the frost giant and Odin is fine, there won't be any reason for Thor to attack the frost giants, and if that's the case, there's no reason for Odin to curse or bless the Mjolnir.
Right.
So why couldn't she lift it?
I guess the weight. What I'm saying is that even way before the curse, there was a scene before that whole scene that it was still heavy for someone to pick it up. I really think that.
Nope, anybody can lift it up. Anybody can, and it's not even heavy.
I still think though. No.
No, because the Mjolnir, it was I think the first, was it the first Thor?
Yeah, it was the first.
No. It was dang it. It was Age of Ultron, when he hung the Mjolnir on the coat rack or something like that.
Right.
And everybody gasped in theater when I was watching it. Everybody gasped because they thought it's gonna drop, but he didn't. It's just there. And then when Vision picked it up, and then swung, he said it's unevenly balanced. He said, because it's super light.
Okay, I get that. I mean, after the fact. But I know there was a scene in Thor before being cursed where the weight of that hammer was still heavy for anyone to pick it up. And I can't remember what scene it was.
I don't know.
But it was there. Before cursing the hammer, that Odin said that anyone who was worthy to lift it up. But I can't remember who. Oh no, he didn't curse the hammer. Anyone who is worthy will be able to take Thor's power.
Nope, lift, not take, lift. Because all right, think about this. If that would be the case, then Vision could have his power when he lifted it or when he used it.
Who?
Vision, or Captain America in Endgame.
Captain America did.
Yeah, just the lightning, because that's part of the hammer. But he didn't have like the suit. Because remember in the first Thor movie, as soon as he...
I gotta look this up. I seriously believe he said something about Thor's power, but not to lift up the hammer. I forgot what it was. I have to look it up.
It's not the power. It's the
hammer.
The hammer itself, the Mjolnir itself. Hence why Thanos can lift the Stormbreaker, but not the Mjolnir. What are you Googling?
The quote that Odin said.
He said lift. That's what I was going to say.
Well, not just the word. I want to know the whole concept, the whole thought. Mjolnir. I don't know how to spell Mjolnir. It's because it's such a Greek name. Not Greek.
Just put Mjolnir. That's what she said. The Mjolnir.
Well, what else did you think while I'm looking at this?
No, I want you to look at it first and see what he said.
Whoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor.
Okay.
Whosoever holds this hammer. Yeah, I didn't care about that whole hold. I thought about the power of Thor. Yeah, the power of Thor. That was the end quote. The very focus. If he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor. Which
is what?
Captain America, the lightning.
Which is what? The Mjolnir.
No, the lightning.
It's the Mjolnir.
The Mjolnir is just a heavy hammer.
Okay, so remember when Odin said in Thor Ragnarok, you're not a god of hammer, you're a god of thunder. That's why he can do all that thunder thing without using the hammer. Remember in Thor Ragnarok?
Well, then how did Captain America use it?
Because it's part of the hammer. It's part of Captain America didn't become a god of thunder.
I know he wasn't the god of thunder. He was able to possess his power to use it. I just don't know how he did it. I'm trying to remember the scene. Oh, anyway, I really believe that it was still heavy to anyone to lift it up, because I believe it was because Thor owned it. Thor is the owner of the hammer. No one can take it.
Oh, so tell me about Hela then.
She broke it. She didn't held it.
Okay, you're missing. You were. Are you seriously saying that?
I'm talking about. Okay, if you're talking about that whole mural where she was holding the hammer, I don't know.
Because she used it first.
Well, yeah, and I think it's because the dad said something. It's like, okay, Hela can use it. I don't know. It makes sense in my head. It just makes sense in my head.
Now you're just making up things, because that's exactly what happened.
And then she broke the hammer. Well, anyway, carry on.
So which is in that whole thing, with Hela, possessing or breaking the Mjolnir, was she worthy?
No, she was just crazy powerful.
I think she was just worthy to carry it, to wield it, or I don't know.
Yeah,
because it can't be because she's just powerful. Because strength wise, what's his name? Hulk couldn't carry it, couldn't lift it.
Right.
I don't know. Like there's some only few people who tried to lift it besides that whole Age of Ultron thing.
Yeah.
You know, Loki tried to lift it because
Thor tried to lift it. I mean, not Thor. Yeah, the only one I know that tried to lift it was Hulk. The one that you mentioned.
And then Loki tried to lift it in the first Thor movie when he put it on his chest. Of course, he's trying to lift
at the
it
end,
to
right?
Get it off of him. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then in the Age of Ultron, when he's trying to challenge them to lift it, and nobody could lift it, what did Thor say?
You're not worthy.
Exactly, you're not worthy.
I guess.
Which brings me to the whole thing with Captain Marvel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think is more powerful, Captain Marvel or Hela?
In comparison to Tessa, like the Infinity Stones.
Infinity Stones and her ability.
Of course, it's gonna be Captain Marvel.
Right, but she could lift it.
Yeah, but I think Hela will still beat her ass.
You think so?
Yeah, because she got more war experience compared to Captain Marvel.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, the only time that we see her do anything, like she's
okay.
originally
So
a pilot.
what's her ability? What's Hela's ability compared to Captain Marvel?
Just flying swords.
Yeah, applying swords or getting bigger swords, or that's it based on the MCU.
No, you're right. I forgot she was abducted because I'm thinking about when she was a pilot. When she was abducted, she was training to be a foot soldier. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say Captain Marvel still can,
Well, she was before she was abducted, she was a soldier, and then when she was abducted, she was also a trained soldier. So they were both,
Well, she was a pilot. She was trained to be a pilot, of course. Before becoming a pilot, every foot soldier, anyone who enlists to be whatever, they have to have some kind of boot camp experience training, how to fight, how to carry a gun, and so forth. But after that, they will have to pursue their career of what station they're in or whatever branch they're in. So she was more of a pilot, but then when she got abducted, she was a real soldier-ish.
Right. So I think based on that, based on just the MCU, I don't know the comic books because we're not fully aware of who Hela is in the comic books.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, 100%, 110%, Captain Marvel could beat her butt.
I agree. Okay. Yeah.
Like no problem at all. Like because if you think about it, if Captain Marvel can stop a whole Infinity Gauntlet with Infinity Stones in it, you know what I mean? During the fight in the Endgame, she could beat Hela easily. So now, 2 and 2 together, apples and apples. Why couldn't she lift it? And now that brings me back to my plot hole, which is Odin didn't curse or bless the Mjolnir. How come he has that form of blessing?
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I thought when that happened. That's probably a plot hole. Why can't I don't understand. Speaking of plot hole, I saw this on New Rockstar. I didn't watch the episode. I just saw the thumbnail. Why was the Watcher surprised when the Ultron / Vision showed up with the whole Infinity Stones in him?
I thought about that. I saw that and it just hit me. It was like, yeah, he's just watching. He doesn't see everything. Yeah, he's just watching. He's telling a story of what he sees, but I think he only sees for the moment. He doesn't see what's to come. Because every nexus is, based on what we learned in Loki, all those new nexus are still building up. There's no end time. They're just growing in their own.
Yeah, but in the other episodes, he mentions it as if that's what's gonna happen next. Whatever's about to happen. Like he said that, but in this nexus or in this world, like for example, Doctor Strange, but in this world, it's not his hand he lost; it's his heart.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Before even the accident happened. So I think it might be just a sarcasm, like just being funny. It's like, what is that? You know what I mean? Oh, look what's about to come. You know what I mean? Like that kind of sarcasm in him.
Yeah. I can understand the whole sarcasm concept, but I don't think it's like more like in the show that you always love to watch, Brooklyn Nine-Nine,
Mm-hmm.
where he always says, "Or is it?" Kind of.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know how they always pull a prank like, "Oh, I know you got me," or "Did you?"
Right, yeah, like a heist. So, because if you think about it, this whole episode, I was wondering that, because in every episode, right, in every episode of What If, maybe not a little bit on the first one, but in every episode of What If, there's always like a cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
So in this one, it ended well. It ended well for Thor and for the whole story.
Right.
But what will be the cliffhanger? And that was the cliffhanger. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I feel like when the Watcher said that, like, oh, what is that? It's like, here you go. We're gonna show you a cliffhanger for this episode. You know what I mean?
That's an interesting concept.
But why would the Vision / Ultron collect the stones?
That's a good one. I was maybe could. Oh, yeah, that's a real good one. I thought about it.
Yeah.
Because he didn't know nothing about the Infinity Stones, did he? Ultron?
No, because the whole world, so his knowledge is only limited by. Wait, he might have.
But he was originally made from Tony Stark's after the fact.
No. It was the because remember when he put, before he created Ultron, he showed what's his name?
Bruce?
No. His android. Before he became
Jarvis.
Vision. Jarvis, yeah. He showed Jarvis orange, and then he blew up the Mind Stone, and it's way bigger than.
Right.
So he already has the Mind Stone in him.
But
and then the Mind Stone ate Jarvis.
Well, that all that happened when Loki was the nemesis and he dropped the scepter.
Yeah, but they this is way after the first Avengers, though.
What I mean that we all know what happened in this What If. So how did they end up with the Mind Stone?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
you're going farther back. I'm just going into like the why would he know about the Infinity Stones?
Exactly. Yeah.
Look, so he would know. Let's say you're going farther back, which is I totally get it. I totally get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
So that part of the What If, right? But let's move a little bit forward first. He would know about the Infinity Stones because he was his Infinity Stone, right? Because I mean, think about it. Because I think his knowledge is limited to what, the internet, right? Because he learned all the internet once Ultron became Ultron, or Jarvis, which is
right.
Jarvis knows everything about the internet, and then the Infinity Stone.
Okay, I get it. It's just that Ultron's origin of how he came to be, it was due to the concept of Tony wanting to have replacements.
Yeah, or whoever. No, I was gonna say who can stop the Avengers, but that happened during the Civil War. He didn't have that thought of, like Batman. Batman, he has all the weaknesses. He knows all the weaknesses of the whole Justice League, because he said, once you go rogue, who's gonna stop the Justice League?
Right.
I am. But that's what I thought about Iron Man making an android, but it wasn't.
If there's anyone that can be like Batman, it will be Fury.
Sure.
Yeah, because Fury had initially, before he launched the Avengers program, he had a nuclear missile to destroy whatever celestial being or any celestial, whatever alien being powerful enough to blow them out. But before he even used it, he decided to use the Avengers program. to use powerful beings to fight other powerful beings.
I think his stronger weapon wouldn't be that. I think his stronger secret weapon will be Captain Marvel.
Well, true. What I'm saying is that I would assume that he would have a backup plan to, like Batman. If they go rogue, he has something to get rid of them.
To stop the Avengers.
Yeah.
But do you really think Iron Man could... I think Iron Man could stop that, whatever he has, like nuclear weapon or the ship.
Well, granted, I mean, with his personality and his smart-ass personality, yeah, he could have figured a way to stop it.
Yeah, I think
but
so. I mean,
he didn't play a role here.
Even with Thor, like, who could stop Thor? Or Hulk? Like, the other Avengers is understandable. You know what I mean? Like, you can stop Hawkeye, you can stop... it's not gonna be easy, but it's possible to stop Hawkeye, Captain America, Black Widow, Iron Man.
Yeah, all these regular human.
But the other
soldiers.
two ones, there's no way. Unless you're Hank Pym, of course. Like, there's no way you can stop. How can you stop a god if you don't have the same equivalent or higher equivalent than that god?
I think Chris Evans would. Not Chris Evans, Captain America.
Thor?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
No,
maybe during Endgame, because they will just fight against the Mjolnir.
Just basing on his whole character build up. Oh, I don't know, because he does a lot with that little shield of his.
Yeah, but Infinity War, he was trash.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Interesting. But going back to the whole original question, yeah, how would you know the Infinity Stones?
Yeah, how would he have the Mind Stone? And where is Thanos? You know?
Well, I don't think Thanos... I don't think this world was corrupted.
True.
Because of Odin.
True.
I mean, think again.
Who would have created Ultron then?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who could be the nemesis, because I can't think of Tony Stark in this to cause it. But apparently, Shield knew that a planet was destroyed by some kind of powerful being.
Yeah, by
Thor for partying too hard.
Like, where's the rest of the Avengers in this? You know, in this what if?
Yeah, I mean. What's his name? Again, I can't stop thinking about it. Director Fury just getting knocked out.
Yeah, by Korg. Like, where's the rest of the Avengers?
Yeah, aside from his assistant, I would assume what's her name will be around. Black Widow,
Hawkeye. You know.
Yeah, one of those two.
Yeah, and Iron Man. Iron Man should have been there. Like, we're talking about party, like the whole world party. Iron Man would have been there.
Tony's like, this is home ground. This is him.
Yeah,
this is home.
Yeah. This is identity, like, you know.
And he wasn't there.
Yeah, I don't know what I feel about this episode. Actually, a lot of people I guess I read it on saw it on TikTok, read it on Facebook.
Some forum.
That just Facebook. I think it's just between. Oh yeah, Facebook group page and TikTok. They didn't like this episode. They didn't like how Thor is like a party Thor.
I think they're just thinking the way I used to think, because they're so fixated on the Thor that they know now.
Yeah, but here's the thing: to all the people that's watching this, there's a reason why it's called What If.
Yes.
Like there's
just so you know, this guy cracked my head to open up. It's like, this is what if. This is possibilities. What could have.
Yeah, and this is limited to the director, the writer, the creator. You know, whatever they want to put in there, they'll do it, because it's a what if.
Yeah.
You know, don't be mad. Like, if you're really mad about this episode, make your own what if.
Yeah.
You know? Talk to Kevin Feige and tell him, hey, this is my own version of what if. I want Thor to be a porn star. I don't know what you're into, but do that. Stop complaining. It's an episode. It's a what if.
Yeah, man. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was just to see another Thor. I mean, it was close to how Thor was already doing, but
this is the first episode that it's lighthearted and comedic. You know, funny.
Yeah, it was. And two, I don't
Like the full episode, because there's some scenes like the zombie what if Paul Rudd or Ant-Man's head is the comedic relief in that episode, but this one is almost the whole episode is comedic. Like you have the frost giants making a slingshot over that
right.
that I forgot what's the name of that thing.
The Bifrost.
Is it in Missouri?
The what?
No, I'm talking about the Ark.
I think it is in Missouri.
Yeah. So
They brought it all the way to Australia.
Yeah, they went all the way to Australia trying to slide in that Sydney orchestra, and then Captain Marvel stopped him.
Yeah. So there was a few things that did catch my eye. I guess Heimdall doesn't see everything.
Right. That's another plot twist.
Unless you get his attention.
That is another plot twist. That was the third plot twist that I realized. Because, okay, I was I was watching this. Not watching. I was listening to this podcast. The podcast is not sponsored by this podcast. It's Marvel Cinematic University. And in this, if you listen to their episode of What If, I haven't listened to it, but I'm not surprised they would say this. Heimdall sucks at his job. He sucks at his job. Like the second Thor, the Dark Elves. He only found out that the Dark Elves was in Asgard when the ship entered Asgard.
Right.
Like
right.
he didn't warn anybody. Like, hey, yo, there's this big ship going to Asgard, and I think it's gonna attack Asgard. Like, he didn't say anything. Thor Ragnarok, he sucked at his job because he didn't warn anybody that hell is coming.
Speaking of warning, I don't even think in that Bifrost chamber, there's no button to say, "Hey, hey, we got something going on over here. Can I get some backup?"
Right, like Jane had to reach out to him.
She was smart enough to make that work.
Yeah, he sucks. He sucks at his job.
You might be right.
It's terrible.
He knows how to carry a sword and hold his stand, but I guess being a watcher, it's not his thing.
Yeah.
Oh, and another one that bothered me is that why did it take so long for Freya to get to Earth?
Yeah, I know.
Part of me thinks like,
I know.
I think Heimdall has a part of this. He's controlling it from getting her to get there.
Yeah, but I don't think Thor and Heimdall are that close that he will have his back.
Yeah, I think he's probably annoyed by him. I was like, man, he's out partying again. What the making my job hard.
He can't be mad because he doesn't even see him. He doesn't even do anything with it, Yeah. He sucks at his job. He's terrible. Like, all you had to do is you were given those kind of eyes where you can see everything all at once. And you were given a job by the queen of Asgard to watch. Nothing. You didn't do it.
Yeah, he failed. Speaking of getting to Earth, did he use the secret pathway that Loki in the other movie used? Because there was no other way to enter to another.
Yeah, possibly. Or he tricked. He told Heimdall he has this whole skull thing going on and he has to go to Midgard. I don't know. Something bullcrap. I can see it happening though, because you know why? Because Heimdall sucks at his job. He's terrible.
They got a great actor, but yeah, unfortunately, he
Elba.
sucks.
Yeah, Idris Elba.
I never thought of that.
Terrible.
They made him look cool doing it terribly.
So, the Raiders were there, and what's his name? The blue guy. Yondu. Yondu was there, but not Star-Lord, huh?
No. I don't know. I mean, if anything, because all of the 9 realms being such at peace, I don't even think Ego did anything.
That's true. Yeah, but why Raiders, though?
I mean, they're still criminals. This is a party.
Yeah, but if the 9 realms were all at peace, there shouldn't be any reason that they will exist.
And there's no need for him to have a hammer.
Right?
I thought about it. I was like, wait, if we believe that Odin is this nice person, he was able to make peace with all of the 9 realms, why did Thor have his hammer?
One thing that it fits perfectly in our in our timeline, it makes so much sense. People from Vegas are not surprised that there's an alien or person coming from the sky just drop and it's like, let's have a party, and they're like, yeah, we're cool with it, we've seen everything.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I was like, yeah, it was a nice place to do it. It's in Vegas.
Yeah, it's not a what could that be a what if instead of
No,
because no,
this
it's
is Vegas.
no, because I was thinking it would be a what if, but he wasn't kicked out. You know, when he first went to Earth, to Midgard, he got kicked out in the first Thor movie. But this one, he wasn't kicked out.
He snuck there.
He just went to Midgard.
Well, he did mention that the Earth was the least place to be looking at.
Yeah.
And the old man professor wasn't there.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was with the three when they were waiting for the light.
Yep. Loki was giant.
Yeah,
we know he's a frost giant, but he was giant in here.
Yeah, it was funny how he used a phone to talk.
Right.
Like, do you have a sister? Or was it a sister? Or do you have somebody?
Yeah, I think a sister. Yeah, a sister. Do you have a sister?
So apparently Thor and Loki are buddies. And they keep calling each other brothers from another mother. Mm-hmm. So I assume they're cool.
What if it is a legit brother from another mother? Like we know this. We read mythology and we watch a lot of mythological shows and games. Gods in mythologies are rapists. I combine rapist and rabies. Rapist. You know
Maybe
what I mean?
that's a god term.
Yeah, a rapist, man. You know what I mean? Like, they're so sexualized. So I'm not surprised.
Well, they live long. There must be bored. It's like, okay, you're too old. Let's find someone else.
No, what I'm saying is I'm not surprised if Odin went down to
the Frost Giants.
The Frost Giants and have sex with them.
You might be
Loki.
right. It's possible. It's very possible.
Because in the real Norse mythology, Loki and Odin are siblings.
Yeah. When comparing, it might be off topic, Norse mythology and Greek mythology. Do you think Greek mythology is very more immoral compared to Norse?
Could be. Yeah, could be. There's a lot more war in Norse mythology, I noticed. Than
there's
Greek
more
mythology.
just fight and kill
and traveling. You know, because they have the 9 realms. Compared to mythology, they just have heaven, earth, and Hades.
Yeah, pretty much. I think.
And the waters.
Yeah, Greek people or the Greek mythology, the gods there just don't know how to keep their pants on.
None of them, yeah. And
if they had any.
And they're all like, have relationship with their siblings. and all that.
Yeah, they are the epitome of incest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's Greek mythology, Roman mythology, of course, because they're almost the same. And Egyptian mythology, the same thing. Egyptian mythology, though, step it up a little bit, I think. I don't know which one is gross, but I think they're both gross, but I don't know which one is grosser. But in Egyptian mythology, they change to a different form. Like, your sister will change to a different form and then have sex with her.
So they're more.
At least you have a different face than my sister.
They're more agender, whatever.
Yes and no.
Or no, what's that god that we talked about during our last pod that has both man and woman parts? Or no, no, this is different. Because he has both men and woman parts, but the gods you're talking about, they can morph to female and male, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. In Norse mythology, though, they do it with animals.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, then I don't know who's worse now.
Well, hence with Loki having a wolf son and the world serpent.
Fair. Fenrir
and the world serpent.
Yeah.
His name is kind of difficult to pronounce.
Yeah, even in the game, they will say it. I'm like, nah, it's too long. Yeah. There's too many is it consonant?
Yeah, consonant.
Put together consonant, with no consonant with words
you're combining consonant and constellation.
Yes.
Constellation, consonant.
Consonant. The consonant, their words is difficult because they don't have any vowels many vowels in between their consonants.
Yeah.
But anyway, back in track. That was one. Apparently, everyone knows Freya.
It's not Freya. It's with the G. It's Frega.
Frega. Apparently everyone knows his mom.
Yeah, right. Even Jane.
Oh well.
Oh wait.
She knows the Norse mythology because.
Oh yeah. I think with Captain Marvel they just told her. I assume they just told her.
Yeah, because she wouldn't have known, right?
Yeah, she would have known.
Yeah, but Norse mythology was something that she figured out. Like, if there's a Thor, there's a mom, and so blah blah blah. She was putting the pieces together. But she was smart enough to get Heimdall's attention, and Heimdall pulled her. Well, yeah, you're right. He is horrible at his job.
He's terrible at his job.
Because he pulled her and like, you accepted a stranger into your territory. You just accepted a human.
No. Not just let her in Asgard. Led her to the Queen of Asgard.
Exactly. It just hits me right now. It's like, wow.
He sucks at his job.
And he says, Thor's in trouble. It's like, okay, go to your mom.
Yeah. It's funny that he believed her right away. Maybe she just doesn't trust her that much.
Maybe this Heimdall that we know, well, it's the same everywhere, but this Heimdall version is like, I really freaking hate my job. That kind of person. He's that kind of person because he didn't really speak even to Thor. He's like that old grumpy guy that hates life.
Yeah. Was the Thor's girl in there? Not Jane, but I'm talking about in the Mighty Man. The chick.
I only saw the 3.
Really?
Yeah, I only saw.
No. Wait. I don't know. I don't know if the chick was there.
The only time I saw the chick was when Loki tried to during the Hank Pym episode.
Oh yeah.
But on this one, I only saw the fat dude. I saw the Asian dude, and the Playboy dude.
Yeah, the one with the screamer or whatever that is, fencing.
The fence, yeah, the fencer or fencing, yeah.
The Zorro kind of sword. Yeah, but other than that, that's it. That's it for this episode. It's fun. It's funny. It's comedic. I think that Chris Hemsworth is an underrated comedian in movies, not a stand-up comedian, but just comedian. People overlooked him because he's good looking. He's marvelously good looking, so they think that if you're good looking, you're not funny. You know what I mean?
No, it's a typical stereotype. The more good looking you are, the more stupid you are.
Sure, or your asset is good looking, so you don't have to put an effort of being funny. Because for a lot of people,
as an actor, as an actor,
or as a person.
Sorry, I was thinking about as his character as Thor.
Oh no! As a person, I think that's why I said Chris Hemsworth, not Thor.
Yeah,
Chris Hemsworth is a very underrated comedic actor.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. There was a question. You mentioned why did Vision need the armor?
Oh yeah, that last scene. So we had a little bit of conversation because I said, "Oh, that was a Vision / Ultron," and then he said that no, it's just Ultron. I said no, that's a Vision Ultron, because the whole idea of Ultron is just he created himself as that. There wasn't a Vision android when he was created. You know what I'm saying?
When.
But what's the whole purpose of the armor? That was the question. That was the question. I think it might be because it's just it's his version of the gauntlet. That's why, hence the stones are on it.
It must be a very strong armor because remember he was his last make was vibranium. His last armor that he made before trying to make his armor, his android version of him. He was still a vibranium Ultron.
Yeah. So it's gotta be way stronger than Iron Man's suit. That's a for sure thing. It's stronger than the Iron Man. Stronger than the, unless he didn't use it. Would that be a snap? That won't be a snap. Would that be a snap? I don't know.
What?
It might be, because remember to activate the stones.
All 6 stones. He has to snap it or to put it together.
No, actually, it's to close his hand. or open. Oh, close his hand, close his fist. That's activated. That's why you see him all the time during the Infinity War fight. He does this a lot. You know what I mean? That's to activate the stones or the gauntlet. But the snap is more like your wish. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, but what would that be for the armor? I don't know. A stomp, like a Tarzan.
Maybe it's because he's an android. Okay, if this is the same Vision, Ultron Vision, or the same Ultron, and remember how Ultron is made. He is made from the very same thoughts, way he thinks, Tony Stark, plus a little bit of Bruce Banner. I believe that he has figured out a way to use all 6 stones. He just is a powerful being at that point.
Yeah, probably. You're probably right. I just don't know how would that activate. You know, how would you activate that stone?
I just assumed that he would just use the Mind Stone to be able to be smart. And I think what other traits can the Mind Stone do? Just capacity of knowledge.
So as far as every episodes that we've seen that the Mind Stone was used, besides Loki and Vision,
right?
We saw Vision. He can laser beam,
right?
With the thing. We saw it on where else did we find the use of the What If? He can control people's minds, like in that perimeter.
The zombie area?
Yeah, the perimeter, and tell them what to eat and what not to eat, or you can save them, their consciousness, and things like that. But other than that, that's pretty much it. It's all the mind control, all the power, because it's still
a stone.
It's stone, and it has the power beam, whatever that thing that Vision do.
Yeah, whatever Vision does.
Right?
I guess he can fly.
I think he can fly. It's just because of the stone, just like Captain Marvel.
I think the traits of what's his name again? Vision. It's all from the stone. He can become.
Pretty much. Yeah, he can face.
Yeah.
I can.
Because without the stone, he's just an
android.
Yeah, a dead android.
Just an android.
But yeah, I think he will use it for his own. Yeah.
Wait, you think so though? Because in now we're connecting all of the Marvels, right? All the Marvel episodes, shows and movies. But in WandaVision, he didn't have a stone. But he can
you
face.
Mentioned that he used that Tony Stark was capable of making the 7th stone.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm talking about WandaVision. I'm talking about WandaVision.
Yeah, they mentioned that thing on his head is Tony Stark's. Reactor. Yeah.
Yeah. So if that's the case, it wasn't an Infinity Stone that can do that. It was the android himself. It's just the stone is powering up the android.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. So he can fly on his own.
Yeah, probably he can fly on his own. That's just a crazy android. That android is stronger than Iron Man then.
Well, he is a very advanced android. I mean, they all wanted him because he was almost as if a man-made human.
Yeah, and he's morally right.
Yeah, he has morals, reasons, and all that.
No, he not just morals, but he's morally right because he's worthy of the Mjolnir.
You're right.
You know what I mean? My camera died.
Oh, well, I got nothing.
Yeah, you're gonna end it now. Because my camera died.
Well, do you have anything?
Nope, that's it. My camera died.
Okay.
I can't believe my camera died. What? I just charged it. It's dead.
All right. Well, do you have anything to bring up?
Nope, that's it. We're gonna end it like that. Actually, I do. Let's just do it in the next podcast.
Okay.
We're talking about the hot takes in real life. I have like a ton of them.
As you can hear.
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Well, I'm excited. I'm excited to hear what he has. But other than that, I want to thank you all for tuning in to this episode. If you have not yet accepted, or if you have gone to the very end of this episode being a very faithful follower, what are you doing? If you haven't subscribed, do it now. Just hit that button. It takes you 2 seconds to do it. Just hit that button. You can join us and hear everything that we do, and in every platform that we are. You can find us everywhere. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. You can again find us in all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, name it. And it's the Maximum Filipino Show. No, yes, it is TMFS. I'm terrible at this. You can find us there. If you have any questions or concerns, shoot us a message. If you want to do an email, old school, well, you can shoot at themaximumfilipinoshow@gmail.com. Well, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for staying all the way. Lates.
Correct.